Captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
Hello, Mike. Welcome. Welcome to another day of some sports talk, baby. All week I've been breaking down Major League Baseball. First 40 games, first quarter, breaking it down. Today I'm going to touch on pitching, touch on overall National League, Monday overall American League yesterday. Today will be all about pitching. And now that's what I call a spitball. I got a few honorable mentions in both leagues, but basically I'm gonna give you my, I guess, all-star, my starting five best favorite through the first 40 games pitchers, my opinion. I'm gonna get that riggedy rocking. Last night, the real MVP. How can you watch that and not think, wow, Joel Embiid got the MVP? I don't think I've ever seen Joel Embiid get over 15 assists. I don't think I have ever seen Joel Embiid get over 20 rebounds. I don't think I've rarely seen Joel Embiid in a game that matters score over 30 points, put his team on his back. Last night, the Joker did all of that. Of course, it's a regular season award. However, the Joker's been doing this in the regular season. Number one seed, baby. I know Philly is number 2 or 3, but man. And I know they don't want to give it to Joker for 3 times in a row because he's white. I mean, look at him. He is white. I'm not saying they got it wrong. I'm just saying it's obvious. Joel Embiid is not the MVP. Not the most valuable player of this league. And that's where the argument does get turned around sometimes. And I'm going to end it on this note. When they say most valuable player, that means which player has the most value to that specific team. So I guess in that sense, I could agree that Philadelphia without Joel Embiid, they'll be Philadelphia. Probably had a second round exit regardless of who they had on their team. Whereas the Joker, I definitely do not think the Nuggets are in the Western Conference Finals without him. So, there's that Eastern Conference Finals tip-off tonight, baby. Countdown has begun. Celtics, Heat. I'm talking Boston, Miami. Break down all of that in a second. This is Captain by a hook with the red beard. I'm Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dives, going live on a beautiful, fantastic Wednesday, May 17th. Man, the month of May is almost a wrap, kids. About to be in the 6th month of the year. Year's flying. Next thing you know, it'll be 2024. and I'll be getting ready for March Madness. Okay, okay. Um, Without further ado, I just want to touch on a few things I watched last night. I mean, besides the Joker just being absolutely incredible. No, 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 no. Absolutely fantastic. No, 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 no. The Joker was absolutely breathtaking. I mean, this kid, wow. Jamal Murray, of course, stepped up, did his darn thing. Let me pull up this box score real quick. I've been focused on baseball all morning. Morning, 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 morning. Focused on baseball all morning, morning, morning. Also, if I have time today, it is Wednesday. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's been a hectic couple weeks. Haven't even thought about golf since the Masters. So my apologies there. I'll try to get some golf bets to you first thing tomorrow as soon as the show kicks off. I don't want to just ramble some names out there. But if you know me, you know I'm going to be rocking with my guys. Austin Reeves, 23 points. LeBron James, also 26 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists. 1 assist shy of the elusive triple-double for the King. Anthony Davis led the way. Can't believe the kid made 11 of 11 free throws. That's crazy to me. This guy is a horrible free throw shooter. 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 40 ball, baby. 40 points for the Brow. D'Angelo Russell had a pretty off shooting night. Schroeder kept them in it with his defense, and then Rui Hachimura. I remember last season this kid was playing for Washington. I was betting his 3-point prop over 1.5. The boy was splashing. He drops down 17. I think there's gonna be a lot of adjustments. There's a lot of players on this team that I think should be getting minutes. I don't know. I think Lonnie Walker needs to get more usage. He played 20 minutes last night. Only got 6 shots up. 4 of those was threes. I don't know. He needs to be more aggressive in the minutes he gets. I guess they gave him 20 minutes. I can't say they're not giving the kid a chance. On the Nugget side of things, though, I mean, just ridiculous. Of course, you got Nikola Jokic, 34 points, 14 assists, 21 boards. And then you got Jamal Murray, his running mate, 31 points, 5 assists, and 5 boards. And then KCP stepping up when it matters most, 21 points for him. Then everybody else kind of rounds it out. You got a few players in double digits. Bruce Brown with 16, Aaron Gordon with 12, Michael Porter Jr. with 15 of his own, shooting 3 for 6 from the 3-point line. Man, this is really the number I wanted to look up last night. It felt like they could not miss a damn 3, the Nuggets, that is. They did shoot 47% from the 3-point line, which is spectacular. Great game. I told you the 6.5 was too much. No, I'm joking. It was a blowout most of the game. Lakers did backdoor, however, cover the 6 and a hook by a hook. Hey, we love that here on Captain by a hook. Believe it or not, that name kind of came 3-4 years ago from Anthony Davis missing free throws and me losing a bet by a hook. It's probably like the 5th bet that week I lost by a hook. The homie Smoke Dog said, I'm going to start calling you Captain by a hook. Hey, 3 years later, shout out to you, Smoke Dog. We've been talking about this podcast for a long time. Wish you could be part of it. But yeah, last night was just an amazing game. Second half. First half, I was complaining all night. My girlfriend had to act like she cared. So why is the NBA not as good as college? Look at this damn game. 20 points. Ain't nobody playing defense. LeBron James. No, I'm playing. Uh, yeah. But anyway, I can't wait for game 2 of this series. If every game of this series is like this, it looks like we'll be going 7. Hey now, hey now. I go one day. Tonight, however, you got Boston. You got Miami. Boston hosting Miami. Let me get the numbers here real quick. I'm excited for this Eastern Conference Finals. I love the Heat's chances. I just don't trust Jason Tatum. I know he dropped 50 balls in the game 7. Wow. I remember saying a few years ago, this kid is the closest thing to Kobe. Just the way he moves. I mean, he reminds me of Kobe. Uh, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I think it was different back in the day because when Kobe was the next, I don't know. It's like I don't remember too many other players besides Kobe idolizing Jordan. But I feel like every single player in today's game, and it's not a bad thing, just wants to be Kobe. I don't know. I don't know why this thing been skipping the last few days. Maybe it's Maybelline. I keep freezing on my end. Hopefully I'm running smooth. Celtics though, this is the crazy thing. I said 6.5 last night was too much. 8 is way too effing much. Heat plus 8. Lock it in. Go to bed. Don't even have to watch it. I think the Heat can still game 1. I don't think the Celtics are coached well enough to take a series seriously. My opinion. Could be wrong, of course. However, I think I said it yesterday. You watch them against the Hawks, it's like they don't want to kill them. You watch them against the Sixers, go 7 games. I don't think that the Celtics have the right, and I'm not saying mentality or players. It's just something about them where like I just don't trust them to come out with that killer instinct and really try to protect home court. I think in their minds, it's hard to say anything about a kid's mind. Who knows what they're thinking? But it feels like Jason Tatum thinks he can go out there whenever he wants to drop 50. And I don't know. I don't know. My gut's like the Celtics gonna sweep them. That's hilarious. I love when I'm back and forth on things and eternally in myself. But I'm sticking with my guns, man. I think I got a pretty good grasp, a pretty good handicap on this series. I think the Heat take it in 6. I just don't think the Celtics truly understand as an organization, not just like 1, 2 players, not just the coach, but I think all around. I think this team is. I don't think they're ready for a championship run, a true championship run. Last season was a little different, and hey, I mean, they surprised everybody last season. You can't say that they didn't surprise you last season. You'd be a damn fool. It was one of the worst teams in the league in January, up till January. Everybody's talking about breaking up the Tatum Brown tandem. Um, and look what happened. Somehow they got things rolling in January, February, March, April. Next thing you know, they're unstoppable in May. This season, however, doesn't have that feel. The coach that's primarily responsible for that, he's in Houston right now, getting ready for a number 2 a draft pick. Shout out to the Spurs also for the number 1 draft pick of all time. Greg Pop, if you're listening, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't think that the boy that they going viral everywhere, I don't even want to say his name, is going to translate to the NBA very well. Again, my show, my opinion. If you don't like it, eat up. Beep. No, I'm playing. All opinions are welcome, man. I don't mind being wrong. Actually, happy to be wrong with stuff like this because I never root against anybody. I hope the best success to anybody that gets drafted, especially somebody with as much hype as this kid has. I honestly haven't seen anybody with this much hype since LeBron. which I don't think he can fill those shoes. I just don't. LeBron filled them and took him from a size 8 to a size 15. I don't think this kid Wemby can do it. I just, I don't know. From what I've seen, and let me clarify this, I've never watched a full 48-minute game that this kid has played in. I've only seen highlights, and from what I've seen in the highlights, this kid is big trash. For those who know me, big trash don't mean trash. It means he big trash. You know? You get it? Like Joel Embiid's big trash. MVP of the league. Still big trash. Anyway, tonight, man, you got the Heat, Celtics, +8. I'm taking the Heat +8 all day and tomorrow if they give it to me again. Also, the over/under at 211. Sheesh. Part of me wants to take the over here. I think the Celtics force the Heat to kind of play a little more up tempo. I think the Celtics force the Heat to get to 114, 115 to win this game. I just burned myself the other day and I scratched the scab. I got no napkins. And I'm live. Ain't that some? I need a producer. You're gonna cut to some highlights and no, I'm playing. It's just me, baby. Me and you. Anyway, I might touch the over, I might not. I might just rock with the Heat +8. Don't see why I would force too much tonight. This is Captain Baya Hook with the red beard, Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dives. Tomorrow, NHL breakdowns. Can't wait, man. Just real quick off the top, not off the top of my head, but just real quick. I'm thinking it's gonna be. I've been going back and forth, man. I like Hurricanes. I like the Golden Knights. But the more I look into numbers and the more I listen to some people that know what they're talking about, I'll touch on it tomorrow. Part of me likes the Panthers. Part of me likes the Panthers. In the West, I like the Golden Knights still. But part of me does like the Panthers. I will break down that Panthers-Carolina series, touch on all the things that I looked up, all the things that I dove into, and a few of the tidbits that I've heard here and there through some sources. But without further ado, let me jump into this pitching breakdown. First 40 games. You see it right here, people. First quarter recap. Major League Baseball. That's what we're doing this week. Today we're talking pitching. Pitching. What I'm going to do here, I got about, I'm going to start in the AL, the American League. I got about 4 pitchers. I'm just going to throw their name out there just to give them some recognition on what they've done so far. And then I'm going to break down the top 5 pitchers to me, the 5 pitchers that I would personally choose right now in the American League if I was starting an all-star lineup or, I guess, drafting a team and I had unlimited cap space. I don't really know the basis of this. I just picked my 5 starters that I would roll with based on this first 40 games. Because if you know me, 1 or 2 of these names I've been beefing with my whole life. With the Tigers, man, I just got to shout this kid out because I gave him a hard time the last 3, 4, maybe even 5 years. Eduardo Rodriguez. He's 4-2, 1.57 ERA. He's doing that with the Tigers, believe it or not. He struggled to find his footing with the Red Sox the last few seasons. Man, I was on the bad side of a few games betting with him. So I started kind of beefing with him, and then I started kind of fading him. And then now this season, I love to see kids figure it out. That's kind of the theme with a few of these pitchers here. Like, I love seeing kids figure it out. I got one of these guys in the National League that's pretty much the same. 2020, they came out, COVID year, struggled a little bit. 21, 22, still struggled, never really found it. And now in 2023, I think they're getting to where they were projected to be. So shout out to him. Also, shout out to Joe Ryan, man, with the Twins. 6-1, 2.16 ERA. It's hard. It was hard not to pick him. I ain't gonna lie. I did take a couple bigger names over Joe Ryan, even though he has some better stats. But I will get to all of that. I want to shout out my guy, Martin Perez. Love what he's been doing with the Rangers. It's funny when they forget about you, and not forget about you, but he's kind of been the bright spot on this team the last 1 or 2 seasons by himself. It was like, okay, Perez is pitching. We got to get this win. He was their ace. Now all of a sudden you got DeGrom, Evaldi, a couple other guys in there getting some credit, which is great. I love it. I mean, Perez to just get more shine if the team's winning. But Perez still doing his thing. He has a little high ERA, but he's 4-1 with a 4.25 ERA. Just want to shout him out through these first 40 games, keeping it steady. And now this guy, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm kind of mad he's not on my list, even now more so that I'm about to say it out loud. The only pitcher in the American League to give up 0 home runs. Matter of fact, I think he's the only pitcher in the majors that started a few games over the 40 games. Yeah, he's the only pitcher to give up 0 home runs. Shout out to Sonny Gray over there, 4-0, 1.39 ERA. How could he not be my starting ace after the first 40 games? This whole list, throw it in the trash. I'm playing. I don't know. It was a tough one. The reason I did that, though, honestly, and this is what it don't make sense, because this is supposed to be strictly the first 40 games. And then in 40 more games, we'll do the first 80 games. And, you know, if he's still here around this level, even if he's giving up a few homers, he's still top of the list. He'll probably edge out 1 or 2 of these guys in the 80 game mark. So, Sonny Gray, shout out to you. But I don't believe in you. I don't think you can keep this up over a season. So I just want to shout you out, but I wouldn't pick you up to rock with you for a full 162. And prove me wrong, man. Like I said, I root for everybody to succeed, but I am in the sports gambling business, which means, honestly, and I'm going to tell y'all this as a matter of fact, sometimes it's best to know who's going to lose more than it is to know who is going to win. Think about it. I gave you the Rays yesterday because I knew the Mets were going to lose more than I knew the Rays were going to win. Plus 140. Holla! I gave you Baltimore Orioles because I haven't seen them lose 2 games in a row all season, even though I know they probably have. I haven't seen it to my recollection, and they're playing the Angels, who I also haven't seen win 2 games in a row. So it's like I know the Angels are going to lose because they just won. And that's not, you can't do that all the time. It's a combination of things, pitching, stats, this, that, Orioles are like, it's like 7 things to go down to. I think the Angels are going to lose this game more than I think the Orioles are going to win. And I know it's crazy. I don't know why I'm even explaining myself. No, I'm playing. I've been giving out winning bets for 7 months now on this show. That's what's on. Now let me get into it. My American League, my starters. And now some of these, I don't know. Like I said, this is a tough thing to do. It's tougher than y'all think, people. If you don't believe me, try to generally pick the 5 best pitchers. Go ahead. Try it yourself. I mean, I guess it's easy if you just pick number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the list. But I look a little deeper into some numbers. But as my ace, man, he kind of scares me a little bit with the home run numbers. A few of these pitchers do, but he hadn't lost a game yet. So give me Shane McClanahan, 7-0, ERA 2.34. Yes, he's given up 6 home runs on the season. I'm not too worried about it. I think it can become problems if those go from solo home runs to 3 or 4 run home runs. But he's good, man. He's good enough to keep runners off of bases so that the home runs don't hurt him. That's one of the biggest things young pitchers need to learn. Solo home runs won't kill you. They won't. If you pitch 6 innings and you give up a solo home run every time you lead the game, giving up 1 run, you're an amazing, great all-star. Might even be the best pitcher in the league that year. Solo home runs don't hurt you, especially in this day and age where everybody is raking out the park. If you can keep those home runs to 1 run when they happen, spectacular. So give me Shane McClanahan. Behind him, give me the young buck. I know this is a weird pick. Give me the young buck, Hunter Brown, for the Houston Astros. His ERA is a little high, but I love this kid. He had a rough start, first 2 games. Zoned it in the last few. He's 4-1 with a 3.43 ERA, only giving up 3 homers on the season. Hunter Brown, man, when he came up, they said he was the next Verlander. A lot of people say he's the reason that Astros wasn't too mad about losing Verlander because he could just step in and fill the shoes. Now it's going to take him a season or two to get to A status, Verlander status. But, I mean, this kid's top 20 in pitchers this season for sure so far. Give me him at my number 2 starter, Hunter Brown. And now these next 3, honestly, are kind of like, I went with Shohei Ohtani. I don't really like his numbers. What is going on with this thing, bro? Been going live for 7 months, and all of a sudden this week, it's just, I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna get on it, bro. I'm not gonna get on it. Give me Shohei, man. 5-1, 3.25 ERA. They're saying he's one of the favorites for the Cy Young. I don't think that. I think he's gonna get the MVP again. Give it to him. Who cares? I don't know. My bad. I gotta figure this shit out, dog. But Shohei Ohtani, he's given up 8 home runs. 8 home runs. That's the reason I kind of don't like him. I'm like, shoosh. 8 home runs? How can I put you in my starting 5? However, you also got to look at the fact that he's 5-1 with the Angels. I mean, that is spectacular on its own. A lot of people are sleeping on that stat. 5-1 with the Angels is bananas. Again, another guy that doesn't get runners on base a lot, so the solo home runs don't hurt him. Also, he does pitch in the Angels Park, which is not like Coors Field or anything, but that LA air is a little thin. So give me Shohei as my 3rd starter. Trying to speed this up. I'm gonna go Nathan Eovaldi, baby. Only giving up 1 home run on the season. 5-2, 2.7 ERA. Nathan Eovaldi. He had a scoreless hit streak going. I think it's around 28 innings right now. Resurrected his career after struggling with the Red Sox. I mean, he was a beast with the Red Sox, but turned it up even another level with the Rangers this season. I love what he's doing down there in Texas, baby. Give me Nathan Eovaldi as my 4th starter. And the 5th starter I got, just how can you not? I don't like him. Do you like him? I hate him. I can't stand him. Would rather he get banned for life than win another game, much less a championship. Give me Garrett Cole, 5-0, 2.22 ERA, only giving up 4 bombs this season. And Garrett Cole has been one of the most dominant pitchers through the first 40 games of the 2023 season. He is my Cy Young pick. Don't even feel right saying it. Anyway, moving over to the National League. A few names I want to mention. You got Merrill Kelly. He's finally starting to get back to his ways. I think he pitched in the World Baseball Classic, and I think it took him a few games to get back acclimated to Major League pitching. He's 4-3, 2.92 on the season, but I think he was 1-3 at one point. So 3 wins over his last 3 starts. Going 6-7 innings, scoreless. Not scoreless. He's been dogging, boys. He's been a beast. I love what Merrill Kelly's doing. I think he's going to have a spectacular season moving forward. I got to shout out Clayton Kershaw just because it's Clayton Kershaw at the age that he is still doing the things that he does. 6-3, 2.52. He has given up 7 home runs, however. Uh, and then I want to shout out Alex Cobb, 3-1, 1.99 ERA. Best ERA in the league. Only through 4 games, though. Let me see what happens once he gets to the 6 or 7 game mark, like most of these pitchers. Um, and then Justin Steele for the Cubs. Also, I want to shout out how many pitchers on the Cubs are in the top 20. You got Drew Smyly, you got Marcus Stroman, and you got this kid, Justin Steele, who's 6-1, 2.44 ERA. Love what this kid is doing out there in Chicago. I love seeing the Cubbies be at least relevant. Sad to see Belly get hurt like he did. Hopefully he'll be back in the lineup within a week or two. Almost dropped my pen. And then Jesus Luzardo, man, one of my favorite stories of the 2023 season thus far. He was labeled the next upcoming ace in Oakland 2020. Never reached that stature. Now that I'm thinking about it, Oakland kind of ruins, but he's having a bounce back year with the Marlins right now. That's Jesus Luzardo having a bounce back year with the Marlins right now. He's 3-2, 3.16 ERA. Still, love what he's doing, man. Numbers don't look as good as he looks on the mound. Numbers don't look as good as he looks on the mound. I swear for God, I would throw this laptop out the window if it starts skipping again. Give me Zach Gallen. Zach Gallen, baby. 6-1, 2.35 ERA, only giving up 2 homers on the season. Zach Gallen is an absolute ace. Front runner, him and Strider, front runners for the Cy Young this year. I think Gallen has it wrapped up like a Christmas present. When you say shit that lame, you gotta pause for a second. Zach Gallen, man, he's put the Diamondbacks on his back through these first 40 games. Absolute stud through his 7 starts. I don't think there's a better pitcher in the league this season than Zach Gallen. The way he twinkles and twinkles the outside of the strike zone. Get him out of here! I love what he's been doing. Then I'm going to go Strider, man. The young kid. We got a personal beef going on. Ostrich legs. Nothing serious. I think the kid is phenomenal. I don't know why this shit keep cutting out. You know what's funny? It's probably not cutting out on YouTube, and I'm just looking like a damn maniac complaining about it. Spencer Strider, man, 4-1, 2.51 ERA, 2 homers thus far on the season. Love what the kid is doing. You just can't talk trash about my Mets, bro. I think I ain't gonna, beat you up when I see you. That's all I'm saying. Let me go to Pittsburgh with this next guy, Mitch Keller. It's been a season or 2. We've been waiting for him to become that guy. Well, guess what? Through these first 40 games, he is that guy. 5-1. Mitch Keller with a 2.38. What Pittsburgh is doing. I should probably shout out a few of the guys for the Orioles too, man. When you got teams that really turn it around like that, it's got to be because of some pitching stepping up. And so, shout out to the Orioles, man. There's 2 or 3 players, Tyler Wells, Kyle Gibson, that I could shout out pitching. That was the American League. Anyway, Mitch Keller, baby, for Pittsburgh. I love what he's doing. Would it be crazy to see a Orioles Pirates World Series? Don't lie. That should be crazy. Yeah. That should be crazy. Yeah. This next one, kind of a given. Give me Burnsy, baby. Give me Corbin Burnes. 4-2 on the season, 3.35 ERA. Been a steady starter for 3 or 4 seasons for the Brewers. I think he just gets better as time goes this season. And then to round it out, I'm going to take the best pitcher on the Dodgers. Not really because I'm a fan of him. looking at all these numbers, it's like, I don't know. Nobody's really wowing me with the thus far in the National League outside of the four guys I just named. So give me Dusty May. He's 4-1, 2.68 ERA. He's been the best pitcher for the Dodgers so far, only giving up one home run. Also, uh, he's holding it down, as the kids say. A whip of 0.94. Also, shout out to that Spencer Strider with the 0.92, and then Gallen with the 0.85. If you like whip, if you're a whip, a guy. But there it is, man. American League, Shane McClanahan, Hunter Brown, Shohei Ohtani, Nathan Eovaldi, Garrett Cole. National League, Zach Gallen, Spencer Strider, Mitch Keller, Corbin Burns, and Dusty May. Y'all have been awarded with the Redbeards' first 40 games. Whatever. Don't know the name for it. Have no trophy for ya. I don't have a trophy for ya. Anyway, let me jump into some games for the Knights and then get the heck on up out of here. Get the heck on up out of here. I said I'm gonna get the heck up on out of here. Rich Hill's on the mound for the Pirates. Sheesh. You got Eduardo Rodriguez, the lefty, pitching for the Tigers. Almost want to take the Tigers, but I don't know why the hell they laying 200. Be a fool to bet the Tigers at minus 200. Where we at? Sonny Gray taking on Dusty May. Wow. That's going to be a game at 2 p.m., people. Dodgers Twins. D-backs, baby. Took a 12th inning loss last night. Cry me a river, will you? How do you lose to the A? Ryan Nelson taking the mound tonight. Young Cat. Gonna stay away from that. Phillies Giants. I've said the last 2 days, today might be the day to take the Phillies. So today might be the day to take the Phillies. They can't seem to beat these Giants, huh? I think I'm going to stay away from that. Yu Darvish on the mound for the Padres. Do I do it? No, I don't. Orioles, Angels. Rubber match over there. I ain't gonna lie, it's a cold day in baseball, baby. Mackenzie Gore. I might ride the nasty Nats. Man, Chris Bassett, shout out to him. I should have put him on this list. Chris Bassett, 5-2, 3.49 ERA. Love what he did last season with the Mets. Love what he's doing this season with the Blue Jays. Excuse me. You get the Nationals plus 110. I ain't mad at it, but if I'm betting the Nationals, I ain't gonna lie to you. I want some plus 180s, some plus 200s. Can't get jiggy with this. Yankees, Blue Jays, baby. You got Cole taking the mound versus Chris Bassett. And it's pretty even, man. Minus 118 for the Yanks, plus 102 for the Blue Jays. I called it, didn't I? I told you your boy Jermaine is going to get kicked out of the game with some sticky stuff. I love it when I'm right, man. Love it when I'm right. But I don't mind being Mariners, Red Sox. Talk about a snooze festival. Festival. Rays, Mets. Sheesh. Mets, man. I've never been more mad at a baseball team in my life than the Mets. There's some damn matchups today, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. You got Strider, Eovaldi, Cole, Bassett, Smiley, France. I feel like I saw a few more. Gray, May. There's some pitcher matchups today, man, and I love it. You got Burnsy taking them out for the Brewers, for the Brewtown. Looks like some new kid getting called up for the Cardinals. Young lefty, Matthew Liberatore. 23-year-old kid. He's getting smoked tonight. I'm calling it. 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 Calling it. Calling it. In 34 innings, he's given up 42 hits and 23 runs. 5 homers. Give me the Brewers. Give me the Brewers. Give me the Brewers. That might be my only bet, honestly, on the night. Brewers minus 1.5. You can get the money line at minus 120, but I think the Brewers put up 7 runs in the first 3 innings and never look back. As much as I love the Cardinals this season, as much as I think Cardinals will make a run to the World Series, I'm going to take a step back. Give me the Brewers tonight, plus 138 on the run line. Also, I know this is contrary to what you're supposed to do. Let me look at one more thing. But I think I'm going to take this over on the Braves and the Rangers. You got Strider and Evaldi. I don't know what's going on with this computer, man. I gotta clean it or something. Wipe it out. It's just slow as hell, bro. Got this schoolwork shit up. I usually don't leave my schoolwork stuff up. That's the only thing I can think of. Lord have mercy. Just been trying to get to this damn one page and back. It's 4 minutes. All right. Forgot what the hell I was even coming to look for. Smiley, France. That's what I want to look at. Part of me likes the Astros, baby. Keep that train rolling. I think I'm going to do it, man. F it. It's gambling. I can care less. You win some, you lose some. I've had a great month of gambling. I can afford to lose a few. Give me the Braves, Rangers over 7.5. Give me the Astros on the run line. And give me the Brewers on the run line. Those will be my 3 bets tonight. All 3 kind of risky. Kind of walking the line today, if you know what I mean. Also going to be on the Heat plus 8. And I feel great about that. Anyway, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. This is Captain by a Hook with the red beard, Rowan Donaghy, a.k.a. Rowan Dives, going live on a beautiful Wednesday, May 17th. Again, take all wagers at your own risk, and please gamble responsibly. Dives.